Hey, what's going on everybody? Mqzuba here, welcome to the channel. And in this video I'm going to be showcasing a mono white go wide deck for a standard best of one. So, we got a lot of new cards in M21 that are solid payoffs for the archetypes, such as Basri Ket. When you -2, you get to create a number of 1/1s equal to the amount of creatures you attack with. So pretty good payoff for going wide. Same for Glorious Anthem. It's a Lord effect, pumps the entire team. Pretty solid. Only problem is it gets bounced by Teferi, Exiled by Elspeth, Conquers Death. But if we're playing it on turn 3, we're basically adding a power and toughness to everything on the board, which is pretty solid. Seasoned Hollowblade is a really good 2-drop. You can ditch a card to make it indestructible. Comes in very relevant in the mid to late game against control matchups with sweepers, against creature matchups in combat. You can discard lands that you've flooded with. Very solid card overall. Daybreak Charger. When it enters the battlefield, you get to pump a creature for 2 power. That is a pretty solid turn 2 play, especially on a 3/1 body. So you can pump like a Fairy Guide Mother or a Healer's Hawk and get in for 3 flying damage on turn 2, which is pretty good. Yeah, one of the other things with Basri Ket to mention is that it's whenever a non-token creature attacks. So there's a bit of a nombo with Raise the Alarm and Ket, because this creates 2 tokens. But Raise the Alarm is still very relevant due to the Loxodon that we run 4 of to convoke the entire team of 1-drops. So we run a lot of 1-drops. You got the Venerable Knight as a solid 2/1 that buffs another one when it dies. 2 Selfless Savior. I felt like I wasn't sacking them enough for the indestructible ability. And I was just kind of trading them off in combat. So I replaced them with 2 Hunted Witnesses, which are a lot better for trading and stuff like that. And through a sweeper, they make a 1/1. So very solid overall. And then just a bunch of adventure creatures, the Hawks. Yeah, 21 lands, 2 castles. I don't think I'd run anymore. You don't want to risk the lands coming into play untapped. You don't want to open with 2 castles kind of thing. So yeah, we'll get into the games. At the bottom of Diamond 4, we'll see where we end up today. Snapkeep. On the play, pretty solid. 1, 2, 3, potentially Loxodon. Might need some more 1-drops. Definitely going to need a 3rd land at some point. But yeah, I like it. I'm not running any removal in the main deck because we're just trying to go as hard, as aggressive as possible. Waiting on my boy right here. Note to self. Yep. I was going to say, probably edit that part out. So we start off with a Venerable Knight because we can get in there for 2 damage. Tap Thornwood Falls, so probably a budget player. Go with the Hollowblade. So Simic might just be a growth spiral. I think we play the Anthem and get in there. We could have gone for the Witness and the Loxodon and Anthem afterwards. Yeah. But I think getting in lots of damage early is pretty key. Okay, so Bant. I don't hate my Bant matchup, especially on the play, because we survive a lot of their sweepers. They don't have a great answer to Hollowblade. Like, they can bounce it with the Fairy, but aside from that, like, it doesn't do too much. And right now, if they shatter this guy, we get to draw a card and make this indestructible. So it's not exactly a great exchange. Wouldn't surprise me if he gets a Plains. Keep the shatter open. Yep. Reads the Hollowblade. Probably holding a shatter this guy. Yeah, so this is what I'm on about. We ditch this. Make that indestructible. Draw another one. And Shatter essentially becomes a 1-for-1. So not great. I think we just get in there, deploy the other Hollow Blade, and the Witness, because if he has another Shatter this guy, we can make both of them indestructible, and the Witness replaces itself. Uro, gain some life. Goes up to 11. He's still technically dead on board. Oh, Shark's on 9. I lied. He wasn't, now he is. So what's it gonna be? Tap Breeding Pool. If this is just a growth spiral, I think he killed himself with the shotgun. So we play the Ket, in case it's a Brazen Borrower. We can hit the minus, again for some more damage. And yeah, that's GG. On to the next one. Alright, on the draw, bunch of cheap 1-drops into Ket, so we keep. Again, blue-green. Loxodon, that can be pretty good, especially if it's not banned. Get the Witness out first, because the other two ones have adventure sides. Bring the Hunted Witness. Yep, just replaces itself. So blue-green, no surprise there. We'll attack in. And we haven't seen... Oh, I mean, we can go for the Hollow Blade. Yeah, I like the Hollow Blade here. I haven't seen any white mana yet, so it might have been better to go wide. But having a threat that sticks is pretty good. This might also just be Simic Flashed based off the amount of time he paused before resolving the Hollow Blade. Blue-green do nothing. Okay. That's fine too. Okay. So I'm not sure if it's flash or not yet. I'm not trying to play into counter magic that hard. I can deploy the 1-drops, then convoke all. That's really bad if he has a counter spell, we don't get in damage. I can play the Ket. If he counters it, I still get in for 4. He might just have a, I mean, I'd say he might have a growth spiral. He would have played it last turn. I think I go for the Ket. Yeah, see, he definitely has something. Could be a Brazen Borrower. Could be a Quench. Could be a Lofty Denial. What's it resolve? Interesting. So go for the -2. Sure, we only get 2 1/1s, but it's pressure. We have the other Ket as discard fodder to the Hollow Blade if this one sticks to the field. See, now if he Brazen Borrower bounces the Ket, we still have the emblem. If he bounces the Hollow Blade, like, it's okay. We get less value out of it, but it still sticks to the field. Yep. Pretty sure I targeted the Ket. Yeah, I don't think that was the right call, based on the pseudo emblem still sticking. And if this is flash, we already have a lot of pressure. Okay, so he's holding open 4 mana and double green, so it's possible that he has Nightpack Ambusher, in which case we keep this in hand and we attack anyways. Not playing into a Frilled Mystic before combat, even though Basri can really help. I think we have enough pressure on board. So I think we just cast the 1/1 side and hold open Chop Down for a Nightpack Ambusher. Sorry, I was just gonna say like the wolf. Would you like to counter my Fairy Guide Mother? No, you would not. Okay, I'm still holding open the Giant Killer. If he taps out for a Night Pack, we can just blast it. Yep. Like I thought. We'll blast it here. I'm not trying to have him defend this. And yeah. Pretty easy game against Flash. On to the next one. Okay. On the draw. No payoff in hand. But it is fairly aggressive. So I think we still keep. I like having the Giant Killer option open. Swamp. So maybe this is the mono black Regisaur Embrace list that's going around. Which Giant Killer does pretty good against. Castle is pretty good. Nice source of card advantage. Yeah, this is definitely that list. Ooh. That can be a lot of dorks. So I think I get down Double Witness. Just because that Loxodon is going to be pretty solid pumping the entire team. Don't want to cast the Giant Killer, holding it for Regisaur. Yeah, we can take 2. If his whole turn is pumping the Night, like, that's fine. And a Regisaur. Yep. So if I Giant Killer now, he gets again 2 points of damage. But if I Giant Killer on upkeep, he has to discard a card, or on upkeep like before combat. I think that's better. We'll just get in the Hawk. Get in with the Hawk. Or Giant Killer. Chop Down. Y'all know the thing. Discards land. Sure. Let him go to combat. Blow up the Regisaur. Again, if he wants to spend his whole turn pumping the Night, that's a-okay with me. Hawk's mitigating any damage you take from the Scorpion. Okay, Anthem's interesting. I can just go for a massive Loxodon Convoke here. I think that might be the play. Then we can Anthem next turn. Giant Killer. Hollow Blade. He might be holding a Blacklands Paragon. Tap all the lads. 5 creature Loxodon feels good. And hold the land for Hollow Blade. Oh yeah. Oh, isn't that satisfying? Gotta love it. You'll love to see it. And now I have Lockstone on defense. Can block the Scorpion. We had the Lockstone on defense. Yeah. So Grasp actually does take out the Hollow Blade. Even if it's indestructible, if it has -2 toughness, it dies. Yeah, he's pretty low on cards. But then again, so are we. Almost our entire hand's on the battlefield. Honestly, I'm a huge fan of the Mono Black Embrace Regisaur list. I think it's super cool. Like, I think Regisaur's an awesome card. Gets in with a Knight. Sure. Gonna pump it. Pumps the Knight. Ow. But, like, that's okay. Ooh, okay. I think I still get the Anthem down. How much is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. Plus 5 is 18. So, yeah, we just hit with all. Plus we gain 3 off the Hawk. Takes a chump block. And yeah, I like our odds in this. Other Giant Killer is a pretty solid draw. If anything, we can start tapping down his creatures with our Giant Killer. Yeah, Gutterbones is not it against us. He doesn't even have it as a blocker. Eliminate. Sure. And yeah, that's GG. We can just tap down the Knight and get in for 9. So that's lethal. Alright. On the play. Turn on Giant Killer. It's still a pretty solid one drop even if you don't have to utilize the chop down part. So you have a red sleeve, so mono red, yep. No surprise there. And because the Ket doesn't actually work with Raise the Alarm. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, holding open shock does make sense. That's okay, we still get down to 3-1. Gonna get down the Basri. Plus it. We have a second one. Again, they're for 4. If he's attacking down my walkers and not my life total, then I can counter race him with his face. I am very happy. So now the question is, how much damage do you throw at the Ket? Take it out.
Despite defeat, I am proud of us.
Okay. I can attack in and hold open either chop down for a potential Steamkin or raise the alarm, but if he pulls the mana, it doesn't die. So I think we just go to combat. Play off the creature and hold open raise the alarm. Annex. Was worried about that, not gonna lie. Spitter. See what he gets off the top. I mean, that's like fine. No blocks. Yeah, this is where it becomes sort of iffy. Where we drew both raise the alarms into 2 Kets. So it's not great per se. But I can still cast the Savior. Get him with the Charger. Oops. Hold open, either raise the alarm or giant killer tap down. I think it's this. Grabs more 1-drops from us. Jump here. And actually, you know what? Jump here and go here. Since we're chump blocking anyways, it was gonna die regardless. Yeah, this is where the robber comes in pretty big. Giving him blockers, so he can't crap back and kill him. And a second annex. Okay, well, see, this gets in for 6. Maybe I just play the cat. But we're just dead. If I play the cat, buff this up, goes to 5, next turn it goes to 7. Assuming the cat dies. This is tough. Let's see, we block the Steamkin with a 1/1, tap down the Annex, take 6, 7, 8, that's 10. We're gonna have to, we can block one of these. He has Emrith. This is actually brutal. I think our best chance was that, so GG. Alright, on the draw. Not a huge fan of that, but we have fairly aggressive 1-drops into an Anthem, so we keep it. And mono red, of course. The Bull Anthem can be interesting. Get the Hawk down. Might have an answer in the form of like Bone Crusher Giant or something. No blocks. Okay. Get that life back. Witness. Guide Mother. Keeping a Giant Killer for something like an Annex or a Bone Crusher Giant. Ooh, flavor. Yep. No blocks. Pump the team. Get in there for 4. Lifelink damage feels great against mono red. Ooh, Torbrand. So, I think we jump here. Because, yeah, that's why. That wasn't clear. Oi, okay. I mean, that's a good one. Cleave is brutal if it hits. Maybe we're just supposed to instant speed. Chop down this. Get in for 4 again. Yeah, I don't hate it. Don't love it either. So I hold this. I think I do this now. I mean, if he has Ember Cleave, let's say he does play the Cleave, he can get in for more damage if he equips something else. I mean, he can get on the field anyways because he has 4 lands. So we'll go no blocks. Let him target. Yep, targets the Annex. chop it down, get some 1/1s. That was gonna happen anyways. And he hits us pretty hard otherwise. Maybe that was a reason to blow up. But see, he would have gone for more damage. I was gonna say maybe we should have blown up the annex pre-combat. Then he would have gone for more damage by equipping the cleave to something else. So that probably wasn't the play. If I anthem here, how much do I get him for? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I get him for 9. And I heal for 3. I go to 15. Then he cracks back. Equips this. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that'll be. Yeah, I'm very dead if I attack with all. Okay. I think I play with some dorks. Question is, do I play this? I think so. He's a free equip on the cleave. This the Torbjorn's so brutal. It just hurts so much. This is 9. It's not enough. We're too short. I think I just get in with the hawk. So he has to play this correctly. He has to be able to attack me without me attacking him back. Okay, double rob is pretty good. Plus the free equip on the champion. Okay, so this is 4, 8. Plus 3, 11. Plus 3, 14. Plus that 18. Plus this. What is this? 8. Jeez. Okay, 15 plus 8. Sorry, 17 plus 8. 25. This is actually rough. Okay, so I think I block here. And I also block here for the life. And then how much do I take? I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus that is 10. Plus 8 is 18. But I gained 3. So that's exact. See, so I have to block something else. So block the second robber. Does Ket do anything here? I think Ket actually wins me the game. 3-3. Wait, does he? This makes an attacking 3 again for 6. I'm too short. Always too short. It feels so bad. Does it even matter if I get in there? Oh wait, this got shrunk down. He doesn't have the Torbjorn anymore. So I can get her for 4.
Now is the time to strike.
Play the giant killer. Has a huge body. And he's dead on the way back, so the fact that he doesn't have Torbjorn makes his satyrs a lot less scary. He can attack and pump with Embereth. We block here. Even if he pumps with Embrith, it's a trade. Oh, if that's your play, then that's a good game. Yeah. Good game, my friend. Yes. Very happy about that. Alright. On the play. Keep that. Double elephant's kind of awkward. Again. But we should be okay. Blue. Sure. So probably an opt. Based on the priority for one. Or maybe a spectral sailor. And if it is, like, I can take that trade. So best draw here would probably be a land. Sailor. Okay. So maybe flyers. Maybe mono blue tempo. It's looking like tempo. So that Loxodon Convoke isn't looking as good as I'd like it to. I think we still play out the land. And we just get in there. Having a bunch of cheap 1-drops against counterspells is pretty solid, as we've seen. So no green mana, so I think it's okay to play the Giant Killer. Plus it has the whole tap ability, which is pretty solid. Okay, opt. That's fine. Get down a Guide Mother. And that's the turn. Now he has hard counter spells open, like Sinister Sabotage. Attack with ult. Slowly whittle down that life total. Octopus. Okay. Yeah, it can block the Giant Killer. That trade's there. No. Doesn't trade there. And we play the Knight. Knight blocks Octopus. That is if he's even willing to attack with it into this board. Protection from red, I love it. Anthem not looking too great as he probably has a counter spell. But if we can resolve it, that's pretty big. I think we go for it. Negate, yeah. Get in there with the team except for the Knight to hold back the Octopus. Trades with the Sailor and with the Drake. No? Very indecisive trades. Okay, that's fine. Discard an elephant. We're definitely not going to need two of them. Okay. Down to 9. Opponent has another land. Hold the Knight back because it can block the Octopus. We don't want him getting ahead on cards because that's where we start losing this. Okay, Hawk isn't bad. We still attack with the Guidemother and the Hollow Blade. Takes the block now. Which means that we can start getting in with the Knight. Shore Shark. Bounce the Hollow Blade. Okay. Get with the Guidemother and replay the Hollow Blade on defense. Well, this guy really has some anti-meta choices. Lantern against Ketov and an Uro. Cerulean Drake against Dread. I don't hate it. He's teching his deck out. Yeah, just cycling the Lantern. So we definitely hold the land. I think we do just get in with the Guidemother. I think holding this back is more important. Sure, we're the aggro deck, but he also has quite a bit of interaction. Play out the bird. Would you like to counter the bird? Let's resolve, and we'll hold land for Hollow Blade. Octopus. Gets the bounce, probably the Hollow Blade. Make me recast it. Bounces the bird, that's fine. Don't see why he did that, but okay. Maybe he's worried about his life total. And me getting it for 2 a turn is scarier than getting it for 1. Not bad, I can play at instant speed. Getting that poke damage. Sailor. I'm happy if he takes that block. Sailor is a card advantage engine, and this stage is pretty important. Maybe I should be pressuring him with a Hollow Blade, because if he doesn't block it, he gets on a shorter clock. He doesn't even draw a card with the Sailor. Dispute. He really is not a fan of that Hawk. Okay. I think now we start going with the Hollow Blade. If he does not counter my raise. And that resolves. Basri. I think it's worth going for. Is your last card a counterspell? Quench. Okay. So now I have 5, 6, 7. He has to block something. I still just think I attack with the Hollow Blade. Playing it really cautious. Getting for 3. Hope he draws land. Counter magic doesn't do much. If he attacks the shark, I just chump it. Witness is okay, it's a cheap 1-drop. And we go with everything. If he has a mutation, he lives, but he still goes low. Borrower. Yeah, that'll keep you alive. That will keep you alive. Eats the knight. Still takes 2. And we know he doesn't have any counter magic. So we play the cards back. Hold the land open for the Hollow Blade. And yeah, pretty solid. Alright everybody, we're back. And today was pretty good. Had a pretty strong matchup against Control, and honestly, not a bad matchup against Aggro either. Our best matchup by far was Flash, or Tempo if you will. They have a really hard time getting around us because they do best countering tap out plays, and we have a lot of cheap creatures. And Hollowblade really put in work this video. That Indestructible, really a clutch ability. Sorry. But yeah, the deck list will be in the description below. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And thanks for watching, everyone. Peace.